Asian Banking and Finance caught up with Per Gunnarsson from Ericsson to find out the latest trends in mobile banking and how banks should be reaching their consumers.
Welcome to Asian Banking and Finance TV. We are joined today with Per Gunnarsson from Ericsson IPX, and we're going to talk a little bit about how mobile marketing is working, how banks can use mobile marketing to reach customers and further enhance that experience. So Per, banks are used to dealing with the customers with written statements that they send out and occasionally email statements, but a lot of them are now moving towards using the mobile phone. Could you tell us more about how they're doing that?
Typically, banks use a number of mobile applications when they actually go to the customers. SMS is the most common one. They send promotional messages, coupons, these kind of things to inform the customers about what services are available, what is new, what is coming up, and so on. What is coming more and more, which we're looking into the market now, is more web-based services. You actually can see advertisements, you can see promotions, and so on. Other things like MMS, not too common yet, but coming up. It's something where you actually can combine pictures with the text messages and the promotions. Mobile phones tend to be more personal, which means that people can be reached very easily. You know who the customer are, you know where they are, you know the locations, and you know they're available. So it tends to be more of a personal medium when you actually communicate to the customers.
Now obviously banks are able to do a lot of this by themselves, aren't they? Or what's the advantage in actually engaging with Ericsson IPX to help them with their mobile marketing?
Ericsson does a number of things. If we combine or if we focus on looking at the IPX business, what we do is we actually enable the banks to do the transactions, do the communication, and actually carry the message to the customers. So in a simple sense, you can say we do the back-end settlement and actually provide the networks for the banks. I think the biggest benefit working with IPX is that with Ericsson you get coverage of all the markets pretty much all over the world. Which means you go to Ericsson one time and you can actually get access to all the different branches they have across Southeast Asia or North Asia, or if you want to go to Europe. So it's the global reach that really makes a big difference.
And tell us about the security aspect of the solution and how some banks are using that as well.
Typically one of the popular applications the banks are looking into is actually ensuring that the user is who he actually is, which means that mobile is a good way to actually validate the transaction that's being done. So using a medium such as SMS to send a notice to the consumer and asking him to actually validate that he is the customer and actually made the transactions is a very good way to do it for the banks, because it means it's instant and you know it's actually reaching the customer that you're looking for.
Great. Per, thank you very much for spending some time with Asian Banking and Finance today.
For more banking news and videos, visit the Asian Banking and Finance website.